Good afternoon and welcome to Bubble Languages. Today I want to work on a B1 level listening test. For extra work and for you to mark your exercises, you can click on this link. But I'm going to explain first what I want you to do. Listen to the speakers describing their favorite things and do the exercises to practice and improve your listening skills. Okay, there's a preparation exercise where you have to match the verbs with the nouns. The verbs on the left column with the nouns on the right column. Okay, do this exercise before you listen. Match the verb with the correct noun and write A to G next to the numbers 1 to 7. Any words you don't know, you can look them up on wordreference.com or linguae.com and make a list, and if you can, try and memorize them. Okay, so the verbs are take, listen to, watch, stroke, which is move your hand gently over something, park, make it as, which is to be successful at or set up. And the nouns are a designer, your scooter, a business, films, photos, the cat, or music. And write your answers here, please. The second one is about checking your understanding, and it's a matching exercise as well. What you have to do is to match the speakers with their favorite things and write A to E to the numbers 1 to 5. Speaker A, B, C, D, and E, and they talk about a tablet, a sewing machine, a scooter, a set of knives, and a cat. And you write your answers here. Now, the next one is a longer exercise and is about checking your understanding, and it's a gap fill exercise. Do this exercise while you listen. Write the word to fill the gaps. My favorite thing has to be my tablet. It's really light and quiet something, so I take it with me everywhere. I'm always writing to friends, and it's big enough to do college work on it too. It takes really good, and I play games and listen on it as well, of course. I often download onto it and watch them in somewhere. My mom says, sorry, I just realized now. Because I'm always on it. I even read things on it at breakfast time. I'm not allowed to at time though. I have to be, sorry, again. Okay, let me write the underscores so that I can give you a clue and talk to people then. Welcome back to real life, my mom says. Number two, my favorite thing. Does my count as a thing? She's not really a thing, but anyway, she's a really little cat. I've I've had her since she was months old. You know how some cats are really and hardly talk to you? I know cats don't really talk, but you know what I mean. Well, she's not like that at all. She's really and comes up to me as soon as I get home, purring away like mad. She makes a lot of for a tiny thing. She loves being stroked and curls up next to me when I'm on the she's great something. My new scooter, it's quite small but something, and just what I needed for getting around the place, some place. I used to have quite a long walk to the then a longish walk at the other end to get to, but now I can just whiz there on my, and there's no problem parking. There's always for it. You have to be with the cars, and they don't always see you. And when it rains, the surface on the road is, it gets really slippery. But in general, it's perfect for me, and I can fit a on the back too. I've got an extra for a friend. It's great. Riding along makes me feel so free. It might sound a bit old fashioned, but my sewing is my favorite thing. I'm studying and love making things as well as designing them. I also really love myself and often buy secondhand clothes. Everyone loves the vintage at the moment. And then I adapt them to my. It's much easier using a machine to do that than doing it by. I do alterations for my mum and my sister too. If I don't make it as a. I'm always absent minded. I suppose I can always set up my own alterations on customizing clothes by taking things off and adding things on is actually very, so I wouldn't mind that. And the last one, my set of Japanese knives. That sounds a bit sinister, doesn't it? But I'm not a or anything. They're chef's knives, and the best ones come from cooking. Is my new hobby. I got into it when I started watching MasterChef on TV. Then I went to an evening for beginners and I haven't looked back since. I try and have for between 4 and 8 every 2 or 3. That gives me something to work towards, and I always do new so they can try them out and give me feedback. It's quite an hobby if you use good. But now my friends help towards them. They still get a good for a very low price. Okay, my advice if you find it hard to understand the audio, just play the transcript and play the track as many times as you need while listening. And now your homework, apart from all this, is write a paragraph about your favorite thing and explain why it is important for you. Look at the five, look at the 5 texts above and write a similar paragraph. Write around 140 words. For more information, visit bubblelanguages.com or write me an email to info@bubblelanguages.com. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.